An iconic tree had to be removed recently at Elmshaven, the last home of Ellen White. Hi, I'm Connie Vandeman Jeffrey, and this is All God's People. In June, a giant limb fell from the beautiful incense cedar tree right next to Elmshaven. Unfortunately, due to heavy leaning and weight imbalance, the tree had to be removed. The cedar wood has been salvaged and cut into 3-inch thick planks that can be used for benches or tables. Between 140 and 160 rings were counted in the trunk, which it confirms that it existed at or around the time the house was built in 1885. Elmshaven remains a stately country Victorian residence. Ellen White purchased the home in 1900 and lived there until her death in 1915. During her life, she wrote more than 40 religious books, including the 9 volumes she penned in the upper writing room at Elmshaven. Today, the home is furnished much as it was when Ellen White lived and worked there. In fact, many of the furnishings belong to her, and they still sit where she placed them. Elmshaven is owned and maintained by the Pacific Union Conference, and it's open to visitors interested in architecture, antiques, church history, or even how people lived 100 years ago. It was named a National Historic Landmark in 1993. For more information about Elmshaven, a link is in the description box. What do Vacation Bible School, Dorcas Ministries, and a food pantry have in common? At El Rio Spanish Church, members have demonstrated the significance of different ministries working in tandem to share God's love with the community in Oxnard, California. The church is situated where many agricultural farm workers live with their families, often in crowded housing and without access to community resources. Our local community includes people who I consider as having extensive care coordination needs, risk of homelessness, low income, refugee status, and chronic health conditions, said Pam Venegas, food pantry coordinator at El Rio Spanish Church. El Rio's food pantry opened in June 2023, concurrently with Vacation Bible School. Initially, the ministry focused only on food distribution. Then in November, the church's Dorcas ministry director asked to collaborate so they could also offer clothing and toys. Thank you, El Rio Spanish Church, for your commitment to community outreach. Links to the article and a video are in the description box. Representative Sheila Jackson Lee of Texas, a Seventh-day Adventist lawmaker who served in Congress for nearly 30 years, a champion of social justice causes and the adoption of Juneteenth as a federal holiday, died on July 19 at age 74. Funeral services were held on August 1. Her death was announced in a statement by her family and confirmed by her chief of staff, who said Jackson Lee passed away surrounded by family. In June, she announced she had been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, but intended to continue her work in Congress. During her time in Congress, which began in 1995, Jackson Lee represented the 18th Congressional District of Texas and worked on laws regarding racial justice and protecting women from domestic violence. In the family statement, they said that she impacted us most as our beloved wife, sister, mother, and BB. She will be dearly missed, but her legacy will continue to inspire all those who believe in freedom, democracy, and justice. Links to a video and article about Sheila Jackson Lee are in the description box. On Sunday, July 28, the life of Tom Zapara was celebrated at the Zapara School of Business at La Sierra University. Mr. Zapara died on June 16, 2024 at the age of 100, just 1 month before his 101st birthday. Tom Zapara and his wife Violet have served as longtime enthusiastic supporters of the business school and its programs, and they played a crucial role as generous seed donors for the school's new 60,200 square foot building, which opened as a state-of-the-art facility in 2013. Over the decades, Tom and Vi Zapara have generously supported, through their finances and expertise, numerous ministries and Adventist educational and healthcare organizations, including the Tom and Vi Zapara Rehabilitation Pavilion at Loma Linda University. They also championed Adventist educators through the creation of the Zapara Excellence in Teaching Award. The theme for Tom Zapara's celebration of life was a century of generosity. Links to the service and an article about Tom Zapara are in the description box. As I think of Elmshaven, a Spanish church in Oxnard reaching out to their community, the life of Sheila Jackson Lee, and the life of generosity of Tom Zapara, I am reminded of this quote from the Ministry of Healing. to reach the people wherever they are and whatever their position or condition, and to help them in every way possible. This is true ministry. By such effort, you may win hearts and open a door of access to perishing souls. In all your work, remember that you are bound up with Christ, a part of the great plan of redemption. For all God's people, I'm Connie Jeffrey.